Hey guys, welcome to the Future of Soul and Smoke. My name is Chef DeAndre Carter. I'm the chef and co-owner of this beautiful space and this beautiful company. Today I have with me Larice Bell of Shorefront here in Evanston. And welcome to Soul and Smoke, Larice.
Thank you, I love being here.
Well, thanks a lot. I see you here quite often. You like to come here for lunch, so I kind of guess you're a fan of what we do?
I am a huge fan of what you do. Let me tell you my regular order. It's lean brisket. And I know lean is probably not the real way to eat it, but I eat it up with just about every sauce. I love everything that you do. I mean, your cornbread, I could go on and on.
Well, thank you so much. So what we're trying to do here at Soul and Smoke, we're trying to make it almost like a community house, a place where people can come hang out, a place where people can come, listen to some good music, watch a couple of games, eat some good barbecue. And when we was thinking about that, I was like, yo, I've been here for about 8 years. I love the community, but I wanted to learn a little bit more about it. So that's why we reached out to you so you can, kind of enlighten me, on the neighborhood and the community.
I have been the executive director at Shorefront Legacy Center for a year and a couple of months, where we collect and preserve Black history along the North Shore, so Evanston north to Lake Forest. Shorefront was founded by Dino Robinson in 1995. Dino founded it because our history had been kind of marginalized and hidden. One of the things that you might know is that Shorefront was integral to the passing of reparations, in that because of what Dino collected, because of what Shorefront collected, that helped prove the need. It showed redlining that had occurred, specifically in this area where we stand right now.
Yeah, so we've been here for about 8 years now. I'm kind of newish to Evanston. I've been living in Evanston for about 12 years. The lady before, she used to rent the space out to us, and she's pretty much wanted to retire. So it was a great opportunity for us to, expand our business. And we end up, at some point, getting control of the whole building.
Right, so, you speak about that person. So Lynn Robinson, I knew as a teenager. Lynn's family has been a big part of Evanston history. Robinson Buses was started in many ways. It dealt with busing and forced integration. They really were every place. Everywhere you went, you'd see Robinson buses on the side of a bus. They were very much a part of the community and building the community and the Black community. Her father, Sonny, he and his brother and their mother before them had started this work. And one of the things that I know is that they've always been generous to a fault to our community. And I know that Sonny Robinson, Lynn's father, purchased this building in 1972. So he owned it until you all moved in, with a few more businesses in between.
Well, I can definitely contest to that, because Lynn, if it wasn't for Lynn Robinson, Soul and Smoke probably wouldn't be here today. She, when starting a small business, you need someone to trust you and give you that shot. And I feel like Lynn is she gave us that shot. It's pretty much off a handshake deal. And we've been, sticking to our word and just growing the company ever since. And
what we know is that, within our community, there are many leaders, the Robinsons, that family being a big part of that. I know that you guys have done that a lot in the community too. You give back. I see your truck at every fundraiser. Everybody has it on the tip of their tongue. We know that there's a history, right? So while a lot of places are no longer here, the beauty of seeing you all build here and having a Black-owned business, it means a lot.
Yeah, thank you so much. It means a lot to us as well. We really wanted to be here and to feel for it. We really want the kids, that come home from school to see what entrepreneurship is like, what owning a Black business is like, and just what it's being successful is like. But yeah, just seeing these kids come home from school, they get to come in there, they come into the restaurant, they get water, cornbread, muffins. I get to conversate with them. In my community, I never really had that. So to me, that's really important. It's really special.
It takes action, right? And you're doing that action. Before you, if we talk about where we're standing right now, surrounding us, we've got Twiggs Park, just to the north of us. Further south, you just got around the corner, you've got the old Black Library, you've got Foster School, you've got Fleetwood Jourdain, you've got Lorraine Morton's house. This is our corridor. This is our history. In fact, in this area, We haven't had a school since it closed in 1967, basically. Since integration began, when they started busing. 1954 was when Brown versus the Board of Education happened, so integration. You couldn't keep a child out of school because of the color of their skin. So we have history, and we built an area because we were not allowed to be elsewhere, because we couldn't get housing loans, because realtors and Jim Crow worked against the community. Obviously, we know that that's changed because there were a lot of homeowners, and there's a rich history of people here. Fleetwood Jourdain, which is still up and running and very strong.
So much history in this neighborhood. It's giving me like the chills, what's next, I'm really just excited to be a part of the next chapter. Yeah, it's like a ton of embrace all the information you just laid on me. And thanks for sharing it with us.
Absolutely.
It just give me like more fire to just, be the best we can to the neighborhood and to the future, of this neighborhood.
People already look up to you. There's so much there. So I'm proud to be part of the community. I'm proud to be part of your community, and I can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you so much, Larice. I really appreciate it. You just dropped a lot of knowledge on me, and I'm really appreciative of that. But if you want, can you come outside with me and take a walk with me and show me around?
I'd love to.
Thank you. This was like our first space, like coming from doing underground dinners and pop-ups. We needed a kitchen space, and they was telling us like, oh, you guys moving to the old Fanny spot? This is like a historic place in Evanston.
And I'm looking and I can see reservations, please, Fanny's. A lot of people came here, from vice presidents to everybody. It was the place, but still surrounded by this historic Fifth Ward, from First Church of God, which was founded in 1922, to just down the street, what is the other church that Pastor Cherry has, which used to be the library, which was the library that, the Black community used. Just across the way, the field, Fleetwood Jourdain, founded by Fleetwood, who was the community head of the facility for so many years. And then you have the Foster School that we were just talking about.
They're about to build a new school over there.
So they're building a new school. So there's an energy of new and building and growth. And so many of our places are closed and forgotten. So, there are ways in which we can, keep hope alive, keep the spirit alive, keep the history, and move that into the present and into the future. And I love that you all are doing that at Soul and Smoke. I love that, we're going to get that with the new school. And, the hope is that we keep it going, because, good begets good.
Yes, it
good
does.
Brisket begets good brisket.
So we're building our flagship location here in the Fifth Ward. It's going to supply all our locations. It's just something, like I said, we're really proud of.
So you're here, and I know that you've faced a whole lot, but you've made a space that wasn't even a restaurant into a restaurant. What have you had to deal with?
We had to deal with so much. This is such a huge project. This building is almost like 10,000 square foot. It totally would have been a lot easier just moving into a second-generation restaurant, but we really wanted to be here in Evanston. We really wanted to be here in the Fifth Ward. And we really wanted to, show the kids success and what that looks like.
When I think about it, you had Robinson buses here, so a Black-owned business sold to a Black-owned business, right? So that's an extraordinary piece of history, that commitment, that staying in the community, building generations in this area that holds so much history for us.
Yeah, so when I learned about the Robinson Bus Company, I was like, wow, because I remember growing up as a teenager on the south side of Chicago, seeing those Robinson school buses everywhere, and just having that being tied into our story, his daughter giving us a shot to, be inside this space, and we pretty much turning this whole, building it to a whole new concept. It never been a restaurant before, so it's a lot that has to go into it. When we moved in, you had slopely floors from when the buses was here. Right. We got an old barn door from when there used to be a milk company. We got really good skylights that that we're gonna use to our advantage. But yeah, it's a major project. It's a place that got really deep history, and just knowing that really, it really feels special to me.
Having been in and out of this restaurant a lot, I want to know, what are you building and what's it going to look like?
So we are building one of Chicago's most anticipated barbecue companies. We're here in Evanston. Evanston is our flagship location. Pretty much want it to feel like you're walking into someone's house. When you walk in, you're gonna walk past like a side gate. You're gonna have an open kitchen. It's gonna be a really cool space that really feels homey.
You know, they say equity doesn't happen without action, and that action doesn't happen without consistency. So thank you for being a sustaining piece of the good in our community. I am excited to see you build and to do more.
And thank you for your time, and thanks for the tour, and thanks for all the history to share with me today.
Thank you.